some of those emotionally charged scenarios that would even amp it up a little bit more towards that 90% of the decision in the moment is maybe driven by emotion. And in that case, not a healthy emotion. So again, we said emotions are important, but we see some emotionally charged scenarios here. So this is the next question for you. Which of these, not for you personally, but just in general, which of these would you think might be some of the most common ones? I'd love to see your responses in the chat queue as far as, it depends on the situation, obviously, but if you were just thinking of clients, family members, friends, society in general, which of these might be at the top of the list, would you think? So Peter mentions the fear, just the fear of any kind, especially something that you're not aware of. Lack of contentment. I see that several times here with Amy, Deanna. Unexpected events. Jenny and Christy mentioned that. Tori says keeping up with the Joneses. Absolutely. Best Sloan, car breaks down and sickness and job dissatisfaction. Trying to impress others. I see Kelly said. I heard something the other day talking about, the idea of keeping up with the Joneses, and we've all kind of heard that before. The point they were making, though, is now it's more like keeping up with the Kardashians. Forget the Joneses. We got to keep up with the Kardashians. And sometimes our expectation is so far out beyond the reality because of what we're seeing through social media and all those kinds of things. Depression and anxiety, Stephanie says. Another job dissatisfaction, Christy. Yeah, so these are all things that are just, common scenarios, and some more common than others, maybe. Like the car breaking down, that's going to happen to everybody, but it may not be as ongoing as someone that really struggles with anxiety or depression, or someone that just for whatever reason is always trying to impress somebody and feels that pressure, maybe to meet the family expectations, or their friends are always, going on these trips and blowing and going, and maybe they're up to their eyeballs in debt, but you want to be included. And, so that could be a constant wear on you a little bit. So I would just encourage each of you after our session today, maybe revisit this and just, think through it and consider which of these might I be most susceptible to?